Hello, this is Harmony Quaker, and I want to talk about something that I think is gold for all of your relationships. Um, Whether I'm working with an individual, a couple, somebody who wants to become a better parent, a better partner, somebody who is challenged in their relationship with their mother or their dad or their sibling, there is one element that I think can change every single relationship dynamic that we have. And that is the spirit of curiosity. I believe that curiosity is relationship gold. And the reason, the reason that I think it's relationship gold is that if I can be over here in my world and stay open and curious about what might be happening over there in your world, I actually can stay in the relational field of connection with you. When I block off and I get defended, or I have my story about you as the person who's causing me hurt and harm, I have created more separation between us and the possibility for us to actually see one another and be in this relational field together becomes thwarted. And sometimes we actually get so triggered that we can't maintain curiosity about the other person, and that's fine too. But in those moments, I believe that the next step is to then become curious about ourselves. Why am I this triggered that I can't maintain curiosity about you? Let me be curious about what's activated in me, this old grief and all of these stories that I have, and that I need you to be something for me, or whatever it is, being curious about our own response. If I can't be curious about you, at least let me be curious about myself and why I'm responding in this way. And that too is relationship gold, and relation meaning more about the relationship with ourselves rather than the relationship with the other person. But the key here is that both are in service of your own growth and evolution. So if I maintain curiosity about you, this isn't to get you to do something for me or to be a certain way, or to have you see me in a certain light. This is to maintain my openness and expansion so that I don't contract around my ideas, my beliefs about myself and you, so that I can have this big mind that goes, wow, look what's happening here. There's this dynamic between us, and I feel uncomfortable with it, and you seem angry. Like, just naming what's here and being curious about why without being attached to having your story be right, or defending against the other person's story, or trying to be something for somebody else or make them into something for you. To just be curious about what is, and then from that space, offer your truth as a gift. So if I'm speaking my truth and I'm offering it to you as a gift, I'm going to fully own it that it's mine, that it's my truth. So maybe it's something like, being here with you, I notice I feel really uncomfortable, like I can't relax. Like, maybe that is my simple truth. Or maybe it's being here with you, I'm remembering all of the times that I needed you and you weren't able to be there for me in the way that I needed. And I feel sad about that. So I'm owning my truth. I'm not getting stuck in the story. I'm sharing the impact of what it's like to be in relationship with this person. And I do it in a way where I own my experience in such a way that it's inarguable. that the person actually can't defend against the thing that I'm saying. Well, no, I was there the way that you needed. Well, you were there for me in a lot of ways, but I had needs that weren't met. Like, this is the thing that's inarguable. So, curiosity, relationship gold, keeps the connection between us. And I find that this can be really, really hard when somebody's not happy with us. So if you're mad at me, do I have the capacity to stay curious about you? This takes a high level of awareness and expansion and consciousness to be able to do this when somebody's upset with us. And I want to invite you to try it. So the next time somebody is upset with you, get really curious about what that's like for them. So one day, my daughter was mad at me, and she was telling me how hard it was to be her. And so I got curious. I said, wow, it sounds like it's really hard for you to have me as your mom. What's that like? Tell me more. I didn't get defended. I didn't remind her about all of the amazing things that I do for her. She clearly had a need that wasn't being met in that moment. And I stayed curious. And her whole system softened because of that curiosity. And I can see how when we're not fully like okay with ourselves, we want to defend and like there wasn't a part of me in that moment that wanted to tell her and defend what a great mom I am. I just wanted to make room for her and for her experience. But if I was in a place where I was feeling shame about what a great mom I was, I might want to convince her of what a great mom I was. This is the paradox of curiosity. The element of curiosity takes the ability of ourselves to be so okay with who we are that we know that another person's trigger is really about them and they're telling us something about them. And because we care about them, we're going to maintain curiosity about what that's like. I know for myself that when I'm surrounded by people and who are curious about who I am, I feel safe. My whole system softens. And I feel like my subjective experience is valuable, it's honored, it's valid, and I can trust the people that I'm with to actually be with me when they're curious about me. When I am in a situation with somebody who isn't curious about me and projects their needs onto me without caring about the impact that that has on me, I notice I get really boundaried. I don't feel safe. There's varying degrees of it. It might be like a short degree of that, a small degree of that, but nonetheless, I believe that curiosity is what serves us all in being seen in our subjective inner experience, rather than feeling like we need to be either good object or bad object for a person. We're allowed to actually be who we are when the person we're with is curious about us. So as parents and as partners and as people in the workplace, in the workforce, this skill is so valuable. So that's my offering for you today, wishing you deep curiosity about yourself, about the people in the world, about the dynamics between you all, about your response and impact by somebody else. Be curious about it all and stay open to what arises in that moment. From my heart to yours, so much love.